Hello and welcome back. And in this lecture, we are going to see about the target encoding. And in the previous videos, we have seen the one-hot encoding and also about the label encoding. So we have seen the code as well, like how the code is written for them, how we can perform the label and the other encoding, which is one-hot encoding. And now in this video, we will see the target encoding. So what we do in the target encoding and how we do it. So to perform the target encoding, we replace each category, which means each categorical variable which could have many categories as a value. For them, we are going to replace each of those categories with the mean target value for that category. This is very simple to understand, and with the help of an example, we will clearly understand it. And it captures the relationship between the categorical variable and the target variable. This is what we do to do the encoding. What we do, we capture the relationship between the categorical variable and the target variable. Let us see a simple example here. So this is a categorical feature which is named as brand. So brand is a categorical feature where different brands categories could be seen here. So you can see Apple is here. So this Apple product whose product ID is 1, there is sale of 100. And then for the Samsung whose product ID is 2, for the Samsung there is one product and that product ID is 2, and for that we have sale of 80. Similarly, we again come across Apple. For the Apple product we have product whose product ID is 3 and we have sale of 120. Now come to Google where product ID is 4 and the sale is of 90, and then comes the Samsung where the product ID is 5 and the sale is of 70. Okay, so what we have to do for target encoding, how to apply the target encoding. So what you have to do, you simply have to, suppose you have to give the apple, you have to take the apple. So in that case, you take the values of apple, sales value. So sale value is 100, then again the sale value is 120. Take the mean of these two, take the average of these two values. So 100 plus 120, which means 220 divided by 2, that becomes 110. So that average value will be assigned to brand Apple, and that integer value will become the categorical identifier for the brand Apple, right? So here you can see mean sales for Apple is 110, mean sales for Samsung is 75, because if you combine 80 plus 70 and then you divide it by 2, then it becomes it becomes 75. And for the Google, it's only one value, it's only one category listed here. So we have 90 divided by 1, which is 90. Now we have to replace each category with its mean value. So you can see for the Apple, we have made it 110, then we have Samsung 75, then again we have Apple 110, then again we have Google, which has 90 because this was only one category for the Google. Then comes again the Samsung. So for this, we have, 75. Okay, and the sale data will remain same. Okay, so this is how you perform the uh, you know bl- uh, target encoding for the categorical variables. Okay, so now we need to understand few of the key points. Okay, so what it does, target encoding captures the relationship between the categorical variable and the target variable. This is the very simple example and very simple use of the of this kind of encoding. And when it should be effective, it should be effective for the high cardinality categorical variable. What is high cardinality? We have already discussed that as many number of categories are there, that will be defined as the cardinality. Suppose you have three unique uh, categories for a categorical feature, then in that case, the cardinality is 3. If there are 10, then the cardinality is 10. So this is how we define the cardinality. So this is effective for the high cardinality categorical variables where the cardinality is very high. And what is the drawback of this? So in the third point, we have the drawback mentioned here. It can lead to overfitting. I mean, the things will be overfit if not used carefully, which means you should not use it everywhere. You should be able to understand whether we should use the target categorical encoding or not. To mitigate this, techniques like smoothing can be applied. So we will discuss about this smoothing later on. Okay. By understanding target encoding, you can effectively pre-process categorical data, especially when dealing with large number of categories. So this is useful. This method is useful. This method of encoding is useful when you are dealing with the large number of categories. So I hope you must have understood. So if there are number of categories here, then in that case, you will be able to use it. So in the next video, we will see that how we can code for the target encoding in the Python. So till then, have a nice day and bye-bye. Thank you.